We wanted to create a new series where we're going to bring you behind the scenes, almost as if you are a home buyer, but not actually getting out there and looking at property. Learn what's on the market, how much it costs, what the monthly payments are going to be, and conditions of properties with this new series we put out. At the end of the video, we're going to tell you where we're at and how much this costs both monthly and how much the purchase price is. So this property has been sitting on the market for about 28 days or so, which is not crazy for this market. It appears that the property potentially is a flip. For sure there's some renovations, but one thing I noticed here is it does have copper plumbing running to the house, which is a very positive sign, because at the end of the day, a lot of flippers are just doing aesthetics. They're not doing the foundational pieces, and plumbing, that's a foundational and expensive piece.
Coming on in, we're gonna start off with my favorite piece. I really like the living room area over here. How it has natural flow into the kitchen and onto a balcony.
So one thing I like, actually, as you're transitioning up, little attention to detail, like the tile work in that location. That's super uncommon. Those little pieces that really bring a house together and make it pop.
Take a gander. Open concept, just really nice touches. When you're looking in the kitchen area, you want to look at the backsplash, right? That's going to really tell you the detail that's gone into the quality of work here. And you can see the grout, it's not messy.
I'm always a little concerned when our buyers are interested in a flip. I tell them at our buyers presentations to prepare for them, but as soon as they see the aesthetics of a flip, they're sold, and that's why there's a business in flipping. So this is one of my favorite spots, the patio. I've never had a patio like this in any of the houses I've had, but man, I would love this. Little wraparound patio, nice little coffee.
That's some new decking too.
Yeah, it looks like we have some new decking here. The wood looks solid.
When you see these big windows, look in the corners. You'll see that it says tempered glass.
Thing to note on that too is, like, if you have a kid, it's important, because if this breaks, it breaks in big chunks, and it could mean slicing an artery, something happening really bad. So there's a little film you could put over these so they don't break like that, or you can replace them. So if they do break, they shatter into multiple pieces and they actually don't hurt the individual or the kids. All right, let's continue. Go ahead and move to the master bedroom first. So we have the master bedroom here. It's nicely sized master bedroom. Closet space, pretty standard. And then if we move into the bathroom, which is always nice to have it, inside this bedroom. One thing I notice is the tile work. So this actually is a huge thing, because a lot of people, when they're selling a property or remodeling their home, they think they have to put new backsplash in there, new tile in there, but it's not always necessary. This one looks like they just did a resurfacing, meaning there's a material like almost like an epoxy they put over the existing tile, and it makes it look brand new, especially if you work with someone who's skilled.
Let's take a look at the second bathroom in this property. Again, you could just notice the work from the tile on the ground to the tile in the bathroom. It's quality work that's been done here.
And again, at the end of the video, we're going to tell you exactly where this property is, how much this property costs to purchase, and the monthly payments of it. Now, this bedroom is a little bit smaller in size. The size of this house is 1650, and there's 4 bedrooms. So instantly, when I saw those statistics, I knew the bedroom sizes were going to be a little bit smaller. Here's the 3rd bedroom. The wall color they used is great. Nice, clean.
Yeah, you get really good lighting throughout the whole house, really, too, which is really nice.
It's a factor that most people don't take into consideration. Natural lighting is actually somewhat difficult to get into your home if you're not facing the correct ways.
Yeah, 4th bedroom here. And again, this one's a bit smaller, it looks like. So that one factor that Joel was talking about, the master bedroom is on that side. So it could be a project, but knocking this wall down and making this whole room connected, these two, it would have been a 3-2. I think that would be a reason why this would have sold a lot quicker.
Yeah, a lot of people think that a 3-bedroom versus 4-bedroom have difference in prices, and sometimes they do, but it really depends on what the size of the bedrooms are, and if the family even needs a 4th bedroom. If you don't, and you want more space for you personally, then make it 1 master. Just something to keep in consideration when you're knocking down any walls. They have a venting system going through here, so that probably will have to be rerouted if this wall was knocked down and created into 1 big bedroom. After you.
Thank you.
Really nice backyard here. Just, you know, a lot of open space, a lot of privacy.
So much room for activities. One thing to note, this property is on a hillside, and that's actually very important to note because if you're on a hillside, a lot of times it comes with foundational issues. So anyone who buys this property, that's something to be on the lookout for. When you're walking through the property, you want to see if there's any cracks running through the ceilings and the walls. That could be an indication of some foundational issues, especially on hillside properties.
The big reveal. Where do you guys think we're at? We're in Glendora. All right.
Glendora.
Beautiful city of Glendora, and this property, it's sitting at $950,000. What the monthly payment for something like this is $5,500 a month if you put 10% down at a 6% interest rate.
I love everything about this property. I would say the biggest reason why it may not have sold yet, it could be one of two factors. Number one, bedroom size, and number two is that as you come out the front door, you're facing north, you're facing the foothills, and right in front of that is the freeway, the 210 freeway, maybe 5 streets down. So whether that's pollution, noise pollution, whatever it is, it could be a factor from someone pulling the trigger and actually buying this property. Not to say that it won't happen. It's definitely possible this house sells for $950, but at the moment it's sitting on the market at $950. It hasn't been put into escrow yet.
Yeah, but overall, it looks like a really great flip. All the details, all the nice finishings on it. I mean, that wraparound balcony, you don't really see that around anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just a really nice touch that they added for the property.
Something we're super excited to do is, again, bring you behind the scenes of what we're doing as if you were a home buyer or even a home seller, understanding like what buyers are looking at when they're walking through your property when you're thinking about selling. We want to bring you behind the scenes from our eyes, what we see without you actually having to get there and put your feet on the ground and get out there and look at property. So stay with us. Next week we're going to come out with another video.
Send up some houses you've seen on Zillow. We'll see if we could get them on the next video for you guys. Take a look at them and we'll tell you what we think.
All right.
All right.
Till next time.